spend sleepless nights waking others with the sound of my own struggle, pinging any innocent or unsuspecting defense tower so long as I don't have to fight this alone. This monster found its way unwanted into my bedroom for the first time at the age of 11. They called me an early bloomer, but I never felt more buried, suffocating in the shame of things I hadn't even learned yet in health class. Humiliated by stuff my young brain didn't know existed. If only my growing body could have resisted. It's hard to understand a right thing when you're introduced to it in such a wrong way. It's hard to stay a child when the culture's version of manhood would turn me into a beast. At least that's what I told myself as an excuse. Like I've been induced to be seduced, created to be frustrated and motivated by the same thing, ping after ping after ping, sting after sting after sting. It's much easier to hurt others with your sin than to deal with the pain yourself. Have mercy on me. Let me see beyond the iniquity. Is there even a reality where I'm free? Where my eyes care about what's actually there, the divine image beneath? A clean heart, a restart, a new part to play that's more than the villain of my own twisted love story. I don't need to be the hero, but at least I can cause the damsel less distress. A mess made more. A sinner set straight, a hypocrite heralded home, a fugitive finally forfeiting and forgiven. Live in that new world where I use the shattered pieces of the past to build an altar on which I can pronounce your praise. When the very hammer that used to crush me becomes the tool I use to set my fellow captives free. So long as we fix our eyes to the north, we'll dance on the ocean that used to drown us. We'll walk on the coals that used to burn us and call out the liar that used to own us as we turn to the Savior who saved and grown us and blown us from the chains of the world's lies to the key of heavenly truth and the embrace of grace upon grace, love upon love, and mercy upon mercy. We surely are not what we were, yet not yet what will become. A present learned from the past, yet not the sum, but a subtraction of the abstraction that was our main action, until a retraction transaction ignited by love's reaction brought the real satisfaction we'd been looking for the whole time, but never found until you. I will not always be this way.
Say something. Turn that sound on. Turn it down a bit too. Our big camera's a little outside, but we'll do our best. Actually, not gonna do that. How do we do that? Oh, I'm already. No. Let's see then. In case you guys don't know what game this is Farmville 2. Whatever it is. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Is that it? Oops. Hold on. Along with Paint Monsters, Blockcraft, all that. See? I know it's kind of messed up, but you know. Hey. Just had anyway, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. $16 servers, at least. Plus my server, my own server. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, saw that. Right. That. Now I need camera. That. That sucks. Oh. What the hell? Just great. Now I got a new iPad charger. Now. Cord thing, whatever. Probably. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not plugged in. Okay. Never mind. There we go. That was fun. Excuse me. Wait. Look at that. A freaking 15 cow milk. 7 chives. Holy crap. Then again, I shouldn't really complain that much. I already have that nanny that I can probably use. Ever since. I don't know what it would be, but it is worth a shot. So.
Oh.
Don't even think about it.
Okay.
Don't even think about it.
Don't even think of it. Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and no, the title is not a lie. It's not clickbait. Here is my number right now. It is 513-286-2172. And you can text that number right now, and you'll get a response from me. I've been working with this company called Digits, who've helped set all this up and have been really nice and very smart in getting the system all together. But it really works. You'll get a response back with a link that lets you fill out some contact info so I can add you to my phone book. From there, we need things like zip code, birthday, name, and email. But with that information, like the zip code, if I'm going back to Cincinnati to visit my family and I want to do a meet and greet while I'm there, instead of tweeting out to the whole world, I can just text people in Cincinnati directly. If I'm here in LA and I need extras to help out in a video that I'm filming, which I do, because we're filming a big Wharf Stash thing that I'll talk about later. But if I needed extras, and I do, I can text people in the LA area to see if they're free to come and be in a video. For van videos, if I do more of those, I can have people join me wherever I go across the country with that van. Now, this only works in the US for now. They will roll out international soon. It's just that messaging works differently across the entire world. But it's not just for information. This allows me to actually talk with you guys. It's not a robot. There's no AI that's trying to pretend to be me. I can sort down and see every single conversation that I have with every single one of you. The reason we collect information is so that we can just sort through everything, because there are many, many people that are going to text this number. But I can see everything you send me. If you send me memes, I can respond with another meme. If you send me GIFs, I can respond with another GIF. It works just like texting. This is not a lie. It's not a stretch. This works. I'll put the number in the description as well, but it's 513-286-2172. You can call too, but voicemailing doesn't work, so you can't leave me a message. It'll just, there's a...
Yeah, no. I'm not going to do that. Too much to film. But, nah. Literally. Ignore our notification. Sorry, guys. I was just here to say something. Okay. One sec. Here you go. This is new Cosby.
A new chapter in the Bill Cosby controversy. Supermodel Beverly Johnson has just joined the long list of women coming forward with allegations against the comedian. The man once beloved as America's dad for his role on The Cosby Show, now reviled by many as the accusations just keep coming. Johnson describes what she says happened that night to ABC's Lindsay Davis in a television exclusive.
Tonight, a fashion icon adds her voice to the chorus of women accusing Bill Cosby of drugging them. Beverly Johnson.
The drug was very powerful.
Much like Cosby, Johnson has long been viewed as a transformative figure in the black community, the first black model to grace the cover of American Vogue. And tonight, she's coming forward with damning allegations about what she says happened to her back in 1986.
I get a call from my agency, modeling agency, stating that Bill Cosby wants me to come in for a part on the show. I was invited down to the studio, and then Bill Cosby asked me to meet at his brownstone to go over the role.
She says there was nothing out of the ordinary on the first visit. She says she was invited back a second time, and that Cosby said he wanted to rehearse the role of a pregnant woman she'd be playing on an upcoming episode of The Cosby Show.
Part of the exercise he wanted me to do was to act like you were drunk. You know, the role was for a pregnant woman on the show, but I said, well, okay, and I went with that.
She says while at his house, he insisted on making what he said would be the best cup of cappuccino.
I took a couple of sips of the cappuccino, and from the first sip and then the second sip, I knew I had been drugged. I mean, I was woozy, my speech was slurred, it kept getting stronger, you know, as time went on. I knew that I was in danger.
Then Johnson claims Cosby started to touch her.
He called me over as if to begin the scene. He placed his hands on my waist.
Supermodel says she went into survival mode.
I just called him every name I could possibly think of, some pretty strong names. He was getting angry, he was pissed, and he, you know, grabbed me by my arm and dragging me down the brownstone stairs, and a taxi stopped, and he threw me in the taxi.
She says she recalls getting away.
I feel very lucky that I wasn't raped. And I don't think I was raped, but I don't know how I got home.
You are pretty damn lucky you're not
I would imagine
raped
it
or
was my
anything.
doorman that took me out of the
I
taxi
swear.
and got me upstairs. It was almost like a family member had betrayed me. It was such a huge sense of betrayal for me.
Since last month, more than a dozen women have come forward claiming they were drugged, sexually assaulted, or raped by Cosby, in most cases decades ago. Cosby's lawyers didn't respond to our calls today, but in the past have dismissed previous allegations saying that accusers are coming out of the woodwork with fabricated or unsubstantiated stories. Another one of Cosby's accusers is Joan Tarshis. She spoke to my colleague Cecilia Vega about what she says happened to her. She says it was 1969. She was 19, a comedy writer visiting Los Angeles when friends introduced her to Cosby, then starring in his first sitcom.
He took a liking to me, and I liked him too. He was really funny. He was really friendly. We made jokes with each other, and he said, "Well, come up to my cabin, my cottage after I'm done working, and I'd like to work on this with you."
And you thought?
I thought, cool.
She says he poured her a Bloody Mary and then topped it off with beer. She believes she was also drugged.
The next thing I remember, I was on the couch, and he was removing my underwear.
That's what you remember about
That's when I came to, and I was just horrified, and still kind of out of it, but just disgusted and disappointed and shocked.
Do you call the police? Do you tell a girlfriend? Do you tell your mother? Do you tell anyone?
I tell no one. I tell no one because I had the victim's guilt of I should have known better.
Like Joan and many of Cosby's other alleged victims, Beverly Johnson didn't report what she says happened to police.
It's the norm to be silent. When I called a few girlfriends because I knew I was going to come forward with this today, and I told them what happened to me, they began to tell me about the sexual assault that happened to them by someone else. And I'm like horrified. I'm like, "Oh, why didn't you tell me?" She said, "I didn't want to tell you. And the reason I told you was because you told me about yours." And at that moment, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to tell."
Now that all the other allegations are coming to light, Johnson says she felt compelled to speak out.
These women gave me the courage to come forward.
Johnson says she was initially hesitant about coming forward as a black woman.
Does it make it different for a black woman to come out accusing a black man?
This was the most difficult decision that I've ever made, particularly now with the Michael Brown and the Eric Gardners. This attack on black men is real. And now I am, calling out a black man, a revered black man. And sometimes it's really hard to do the right thing. But this is the right thing to do.
For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in New York.
For more of their interview, make sure to watch GMA in the morning.
Damn. This Cosby's, house arrest, who knows? Alright, well. This was my first time live streaming, so if you guys have any video suggestions for me to do, let me know in the comments down below next time I live stream, and I will see you guys later. Until then, bye.